All right, we are back with another top three, bottom three for you guys. Right now, we're still fighting coronavirus in the whole stream of the chaos, all of that stuff, which means that we're sitting on our phones a lot. We're on social media and just bored, fucking around. So today we are bringing you top three and bottom three apps on your phone. And yeah, we're just going to embrace debate and see what the best and worst apps are. So, Fenner, you want to kick us off?
Yes, I do.
Hell yeah.
My first one, I feel like it'll probably be on at least two other people's lists, but it's Twitter.
Okay.
Damn.
Twitter is maybe the best website or app there is in general. There are a lot of funny people on there. It's where I get a lot of like my breaking news,
Mm-hmm.
It's a space. It's a free space where I can just get my thoughts off. I don't care if anybody likes it. I don't care if anybody retweets it. It's for me.
Okay.
It's not
That's
like
fair.
Best part about Twitter is that it is literally probably the most versatile app on the planet. I mean, my Twitter feed could be so fucking different from your Twitter feed. The
Yes.
experience you can have is drastically personal, and you get the right accounts. There's no better app in the world.
Yeah. I don't think this is a hot take to say with us four. I think we would all agree with this. I think Twitter is like number one social media across the board.
Yes.
Unless you're counting Reddit, but even then, I don't think it's better than Twitter.
No. Reddit has like some weird, subreddits obviously.
Well,
but like
Reddit's what
like
you
the,
make
the
of it. It's
people
just
on
like
Reddit. Some of the people on Reddit I cannot stand, which is the
Some
same
of the
thing with
people on
Twitter. I
Twitter.
guess.
Well,
I
see,
cannot
I
stand.
never have that issue. I guess just for the stuff I follow is a lot of like
Our
tech
gaming.
stuff,
Oh,
and
no.
like not that, but it's like like building a PC or like the Game Boy community or like Nintendo and stuff like that, where it's very non-toxic and very wholesome, and I think it's just a great experience. I love that app, but
you
I guess
can
we'll get
honestly put them like
Side
they're
by
pretty
side.
much they're pretty much side by
The
side.
one gripe I
synonymous.
have with Twitter though, it's the videos. They never
Yes.
load for me. They never load for me.
Yes.
I can watch them like in the app, but the moment I click on it to like listen to it, it'll just stop and pause every
Yes.
single time, and I hate it.
Really?
That is
Yeah.
the one
What-
reason why
What
it's
kind
not
of
in my
phone
top
do you
three.
have?
An iPhone.
Oh, wow. We don't need to get into this, but I don't
Android-
have that issue.
Android boys be like,
Yeah.
I don't have that issue.
Yeah, I
Better-
honestly don't.
Better
I'll
send
be
me a
honest, though.
Snapchat and we'll see what's up.
It seems to have gotten better. I don't have nearly as many issues with my Twitter videos as I did 4 months ago.
My
No, I still-
Snapchats are crisp, Zach.
Well, I don't know about that.
You cut out the grain. Then
If your resolution was a little nicer, you might be able to comprehend all the pixels I have.
it's tough to make out 6 pixels in a
Yeah.
picture. So
Yeah. You look like GTA San Andreas.
Well, anyways, another reason I like Twitter is because it's not like Facebook where like you could follow me and I don't have to follow you if I don't care about your shit. You know what I mean? We're like on Facebook, like my coworkers, they want to be friends with me, but I don't necessarily care. And it's not even just my coworkers, but anybody. It's like I don't necessarily care what you're putting on your social media. But if you want to see what I'm putting on my social media, you can through Twitter. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Yeah. I also think Twitter has matured in the best way. Unlike Facebook, which has devolved, Twitter now the audiences that you can follow and be a part of are so specific, like Kyle was saying. Like Kyle can see his anime hentai stuff, and I can enjoy my
Loads.
sports content.
Loads.
So it's great to have those two sides.
Yeah.
And I
absolutely.
think with Twitter, if you just compare it directly to Facebook, everybody on Twitter in those groups and in those communities, they feel more intertwined. Everybody on Facebook is kind of, unless you're going into specific groups,
They hate each other.
it's not even that. They just feel so disconnected.
Yeah.
It just seems like everybody just posting and talking in their own echo chamber. It's just weird.
Yeah. Also, and we'll probably get to this, I'm sure we will. Facebook's organization is fucking trash now. Holy fuck. Yeah, we'll get to this. I'll save that
I'm sure.
for later.
We're in our favorite apps right now.
Yeah, favorite. We're talking good things.
Okay, so my next one, I don't think any of you guys will have, but it's Capital One 360 online banking app.
Oh,
I almost
Hell
put
yeah.
People Harris Banking on mine. I was so close.
Dude,
Talk about it.
It is so nice having because Capital One is strictly an online bank. So I have like an online bank, then I have a bank, like a local bank too. But it is so nice having an online bank where I can do everything that I would have to go in person to do just on my phone.
Yep.
Like I can deposit checks on my phone. I can request loans on my phone if I need a loan. I can pay bills all through my phone. And I know a lot of other banks have the option, but Capital One is the one I have.
Yep. Like,
And honestly, with Capital One, I don't even necessarily I don't need a Cash App or a Venmo thing. It's got a built-in Zelle thing. So if I get your bank, if I want to transfer money to you directly to your bank account, I would just need your bank account number, I think, and then I can just transfer it to you. You know what I mean? So it's like I can do so many things with my bank online on my phone. It's just incredibly nice to have.
See, I just think it's so interesting how easy it is for us to do banking, how convenient it is. Like 10 years ago, it just seems like a nightmare to go through all this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
God.
I couldn't even imagine.
Go cash your check, Becker.
No, I do that at the ATM. I
No,
can even
that's
take
what I
a
mean,
picture
yeah.
of it too. Like right
Yeah.
now, like I remember when getting a birthday check when I was 10, I had to walk in the bank, hand them my check, put this in my deposit, in my account, please.
Fill out one of
like-
those slips.
Dude, when I got a
absolute worst.
birthday check when I was 10 years old, I handed it to my parents and I never saw that shit again. Never again. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? A piece of paper? Are you kidding?
Cash it, maybe?
Happy
I was
birthday,
10.
Al. Yoink.
Well, you know what? Get walking. You got legs.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I'm sure I did have a bank account when I was 10, but it's I did not concern myself with those types of things.
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair. No, online baking's sick. I love that take. I love that in the top 3. That's perfect.
Yeah. My next one, it's honestly kind of similar to Twitter.
It's
I
Facebook.
kind of use it for the same reason. No. It's Real GM. I don't know if any of you guys ever heard of it.
Real GM.
No.
No.
So basically it's just sports forums.
Oh, okay.
So they have a dedicated baseball, hockey, basketball, football forum where it's kind of the same sort of thing where people just get their thoughts off about strictly sports.
So what's the difference between that and Reddit and just Reddit NBA?
There's not as much shit posting.
Okay, that's fair. I go there for
it's
the
just
shit post.
straight articles and reactions to athletes saying something, or when the coronavirus stuff came out, there were live updates on who was getting tested and who tested positive and all that sort of stuff. It honestly is similar to the NBA Reddit or the MLB Reddit, just with minus the shit posting.
Okay, that's fair.
Which I
guess
like
what you
Reddit
go there
for the
for.
shit posting. Yeah, I like Reddit for the shit posting. But if I just don't want to deal with any bullshit, then I go to Real GM. And it's super up to date too.
Okay.
Yeah. It's great. I spend hours on that app.
Okay, nice.
Didn't know you were into real sports. Ugh.
Jesus.
Is
Unfortunately.
Rugby on that?
The only real sports going on right now are Turkish soccer and League of Legends. So I don't know if you're
Can't forget
following
marble racing.
League of Legends kind of
Marble racing, yeah.
Want to give a recap, Al?
Yeah, I had Twitter, Capital One, or I guess any banking app, and Real GM.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Becker?
so I'll go. So my first app that I like is going to be Photoshop Mix.
Oh,
That was a real
that's a
close
great
one for my top 3.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
I love just making some homemade memes for the boys. And it's just so easy to do it on my phone. I don't have to go on my computer and do it. It'd probably be just as simple, but the phone app just makes it so easy. There's some things that I can't do, but if I ever have the like inclination to do something big, I'll just do it on my computer instead. So like for a quick meme that I want to whip up quick, just create it on my phone and I'm off to the races. So yeah, that's a top one.
I completely agree with that, and I think the best part about the phone app is, like you're saying, it's super easy to use, and there's a lot of times where it's like, you know, some current events happening, something's going on, you got to make a timely, fast shit post. Nothing better than just saving a couple pictures, putting them in the mix. That Photoshop Mix app.
Yeah, you guys said it. I completely agree. I didn't even think about it as a top 3, but it deserves to be in there.
So my next one is going to be Reddit.
Yep.
I created a Reddit account like a year ago, and I didn't really know much of it, so I just like made one just to see what it's all about. And my God, do I spend so much time on there? Like I just look at everything. Like let's see, like the different communities I'm part of, but it's like anything I can think of.
r/big titties.
Oh yeah,
our gaming.
But like, there's like Civilization 6 subreddit. There's like a Nintendo subreddit. There's like gaming PC edit or like edits. Reddits, like learn Japanese.
Could you imagine a gaming PC edit? Zach, that's the next one you should do.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you should.
Gaming PC.
Like Animal Crossing has one. Like web development has one, and I just find like a bunch of stuff that I just like. I can lose like hours into this app just looking at like different stuff, and like with the communities I follow, at least they're very wholesome and always like willing to help other people and like answer any questions. There's not really like any toxicity in any of them, so which is probably what makes my Reddit experience delightful.
So I completely agree with every good thing you said about Reddit, like 100%. It's probably my most visited like social media, if you want to consider it that, in the last like 5 years or so. But I hate the official Reddit app. I think it's trash. I use like one of this like it's called Narwhal. It's like a different person made it, and it's just normal Reddit. Same speed, gets updated right away. But I cannot stand that official Reddit app.
Why? We have talked about this, and I still
like it a lot.
Don't understand where you're coming from, because like the official Reddit app is perfectly fine.
I don't like so when I'm also on PC, I go back to the old Reddit format. I don't like how it shows you a preview of like what the post, if it has a video in it. It takes up like the whole screen when you're scrolling past it. So I can just cycle through things a lot easier on my Narwhal app because it's just laid out better. Plus I get complete customization, which they added to the official one, so that's good. But I remember when I used it, it didn't have that. And at this point, I'm so used to this Narwhal. It's so easy. Uploading's a lot easier. Copying shit, saving pictures, everything in this. Plus the text layout in comments, I think, is a lot cleaner. And you can just see more off of that. But I love my Narwhal app.
I think what makes the actual official Reddit app great is everything you just described, because it is ridiculously easy to make a post. You know how I save a picture? I click on it and I hit save like I do any other picture any other time. I mean, and what's nice about this, because I like having that like my own home screen of subreddits. Yeah, I don't know, always want to just go to like one specific sub and just go scroll this sub's pictures right now. It's kind of like, I don't really know what I want. I'm kind of just scrolling through all of them, and it's laid out nicely. I like the preview pictures and videos, because there's a lot of times I wouldn't have clicked on that picture or that video just based on like the title or the link or whatever, but it just shows it to me right here, and it's very easy. So I just think this is actually the most streamlined version of Reddit.
Well, everything it just goes down to preference, because everything you just said is what I love about mine, and I just kind of sent you one. You still get a preview, but you see a lot more posts lined up, and I just love that format so much more.
I think the only way to settle which is better is just a fist fight.
I think that's a good one. Yeah.
So,
well, also with
tune in, we'll
Reddit
that at some point.
Also with Reddit, it's super easy to get likes. Like I posted a picture on the Game Boy subreddit of like
Zach's
a new
like
Game Boy.
whore, dude.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
only
I got
cares
like
about the
550 to like 600 likes on my Game Boy picture, and I'm like, hell yeah, boys.
It's also super easy to get dislikes.
It's very easy to get dislikes, boys.
Oh God.
Say one thing that subreddit disagrees with. Downvote, downvote, downvote.
Yeah.
You have to contribute to the circle jerk.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to know where
that's
you're
that's the one downfall of like not just Reddit but all like social media, like NBA, Twitter too. It's like everybody's like super hive minded. It feels like there's almost no individuality from some of these people.
See,
Oh,
but
no,
I think
it's-
that leads to some really funny shit because there's a lot of people who are super self-aware about how circle jerky these subreddits are.
Yeah.
So the actual circle jerk versions of the subreddits that spawn from the official Reddits are so fucking funny.
Yeah, they are hilarious.
Like I follow this. It's a super tiny one, and it's a baseball circle jerk sub, and it's just all it does is post nothing but pictures of Mike Trout, and there's like 3 people posting a day maybe, and there's one that is just each day rotating a picture of Mike Trout by 1 degree a day. It's almost on
Oh
day
my God.
90.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it only has like 8,000 members, and I fucking love this sub. It's shit like that that's why I love Reddit.
Yeah.
All right, so for app number 3, when we talked about this before, Zach said to keep it generic as possible. So it's not really a phone app, but it's a different type of app, and it is mozzarella sticks.
Damn it! I knew you fucking were gonna. I knew when I said that we were gonna get some.
You said leave it
Sorry.
generic,
No,
so
I
Zach,
know.
stop,
I know.
Let the man speak.
So, yeah,
I know.
mozzarella sticks. I think they're one of the best appetizers you could ever get. Right up there with cheese curds, but if I had to choose between like one or the other, I'm going to choose mozzarella sticks. I just love dipping those mozzarella sticks in like some marinara sauce, and I think they're just delicious.
All right,
So, yeah.
I'm real with Jake Becker. Mozzarella sticks on the grander scheme of appetizers,
Stink.
bottom tier.
Yes.
Because with mozzarella sticks, you got to eat them real fucking fast. Because if they even get slightly cold,
Same with
they
cheese curds.
Yeah, cheese curds are also easier to just binge. I feel like they're not always necessarily as rich. And I'm not
They don't feel as
advocating that cheese curds
grease-laden.
are like a top tier appetizer, but let's just say they're no spinach artichoke dip when it comes to top tier appetizers.
See, and this is just nice because I can have whatever in my top, and it's mine. I like what I like. I don't care what you guys say.
I don't want any confrontation, please.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
maybe
it's not
we'll,
even that. It's not even about confrontation. It's just like I like what I like. You guys can dislike it, but
No,
I
I'm
like
telling
the
you
mozzarella sticks.
And I do dislike it.
why you
Well,
shouldn't.
well, maybe we'll have an appetizer cast. Top 3, bottom 3 appetizers. And
Well,
we
that's
can-
what this is. Apps.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that is true.
I
So,
felt
yeah,
so stupid when you said mozzarella sticks because I looked it up on Google. I looked up mozzarella sticks and I clicked mozzarella sticks, and then Becker goes, "Oh, they're just one of the best appetizers," and I was like, "Oh,
Wrong.
no."
And that's the beauty of opinions, boys. I can have
Some of
them
them
as
are
long as they
terrible.
agree with Kyle.
We are all in agreement that mozzarella sticks are not a top tier appetizer.
I mean, mozzarella sticks are good. Don't
I
get me
think they're
wrong; they're
good,
not
yeah.
bad.
There's not
I like-
there's not also a lot of bad appetizers. I'm just saying
Deep fried pickles
of
stink.
appetizers.
Yeah.
I don't mind those actually,
No, I don't mind those either.
Really?
but
I guess
Yeah.
I just don't like
Oh.
pickles, but
neither do I. But there's something about just deep frying a pickle, like a little pickle chips. They're
Oh,
actually aren't too
yeah,
bad.
yeah, fried pickles are amazing.
Ugh.
A sensational appetizer.
But
I
to
do
round
wanna-
out, I'll just summarize my top 3. So, Photoshop Mix, Reddit, and mozzarella sticks.
Okay. That's a
Uh-huh.
good list of apps.
Strong list.
Yeah. I do want to mention, I think the build of mozzarella sticks is favorable just because they're sticks. You can dip them
Yep.
in mozzarella sauce. Mozzarella sauce. I meant you know.
Yeah, mozzarella sauce.
Double down on mozzarella. But my top 3 apps, we're gonna kick it off with a really easy one, which is Spotify. It is the perfect music listening app. It's built so well. You can easily make your own playlist. Finding artists is insanely easy. Finding new music is also easy. All of that, they also update when new music comes out right away. Right at 11 p.m., you can find a new album, and they're always consistent. I think in the last couple of years, they had one time where they didn't have it on top, where they weren't on top of it, but most of the time they're getting it completely right, and I can listen to music the minute it comes out, and all of that while in a well-designed app. It's the best place for music. It really is.
Yeah,
I
I wholeheartedly agree.
The only issue is that sometimes they super obviously favor certain artists, and it's kind of hard to get away. Like, remember when Drake's dropped Scorpion, and your entire, like, your homepage of Reddit was just like, hey, this is out. You want to listen to Scorpion? It's just, that should throw me nuts. But other than that, fantastic.
Of Reddit or Spotify?
Yeah, it was on Spotify, yeah. One other, I don't like how these little videos they do now, I can get past it because it's not like I'm looking at. I like looking at the cover of an album while I'm listening to it, though. That's my one small complaint, which I can still see if it's in standby. But I don't like when they do the little music videos now. I don't know. Like,
it's almost like a GIF.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind that. I think that's kind of neat.
I just want to look at, like,
because normally like it's only for 1 or 2 songs. So the next song you go on to on an album probably isn't going to have it.
Okay. I was just thinking because, like, that's how I know every song on Mac Miller's album had one of those little videos, because every song had a video. Okay. And that was just what came to mind. And I was just like, it's a really,
he had that too.
Yeah, it's a really small complaint. I mean, we're nitpicking there, but yeah, Spotify, great.
Yeah, and that's coming from a dude who has an iPhone and can use Apple Music.
Apple Music stinks.
I've never used it. I haven't had an iPhone since, like, Apple Music has been a thing.
Yeah.
You know, since they changed it from just being iTunes or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
And I've never used it, but I have, like, used it on a buddy's phone. He's like, "Oh, cue up a song or something like that," and it just, I don't know. And this could be just because I've only used Spotify, but I do not like it at all.
I don't like it either.
No, you're completely right. I hate how that shit is. I did it for a couple months back when they did that bullshit in 2016 where they had exclusives for 2 weeks. It was fucking terrible. I hated using it.
What's Jay-Z's app called? Oh, Tidal?
Tidal.
I have been paying for Tidal for
too long.
Probably close to 2 years. Whenever Jay-Z dropped his 444 album. Yeah, dude, I bought it. I bought Tidal to listen to that album. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll pay $10 to listen to it for a month. And then I have went in I probably went in like 5 or 6 times immediately after I listened to that god awful album, and what? I don't like that album. Anyways, we don't want to get into it.
Okay, that's a different. I'm not getting into that.
We don't need to get into that. I went to try to cancel it. They sent me emails that I had to follow links through there. I hit cancel subscription, end up paying for it the next month. I have been paying for that for close to 2 years. I don't know how to cancel it.
I have a similar issue with another app that I will be bringing up later. That
CBS All Access, because I'm still paying for that.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Shit.
Still paying for that one.
Oh man. All right. We'll get to my second one on this list. It's a game for my gamers out there.
Oh god.
It's a classic. 2048. It's a great app.
Hell yeah, I have that on my phone.
I re-downloaded it, and I was like, wow, this is the best to pass time app, or game, I guess, if you want a little for my gamers out there. It just held up throughout the years. They haven't changed really anything. It was just well designed when it came out. If you want a little game on your phone that isn't over the top, doesn't have ads, play 2048. I have
no idea what that is.
Yeah.
What?
It's the tile game with like the 2 and the 4, and you slide them across the board to like combine the 2 similar tiles.
So like
Ah,
twos
so
go
it's like
together, fours go together, 8s,
Well,
16s, 32.
okay, so it's like boneless Sudoku and Candy Crush.
No,
No.
It's just like
no.
Candy Crush.
Oh wow, that's the worst comparison
No,
I've ever
that's
heard.
just not correct.
It's
Yeah.
more
Once
like
again,
It's got
Kyle's
it's
not
got hey,
correct.
Becker,
Is it like
it's got
Flappy Bird?
squares, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like Minecraft.
Yes, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Minecraft with numbers.
It's kind of like taking a picture on an Android phone. Am I right? Where my iPhone boys at?
Oh, now you're speaking my language.
But yeah, fun game. I suggest it to you guys then. It's a great game. Real smart people game too.
Yeah, honestly.
Well,
only
I'm
a
out.
high IQ can understand the nuances of 2048.
Yeah. So then the third one on my list, Jimmy John's app. It's just a great place where I can quickly get my my sandwiches delivered to me. Well designed, very simple. And the
Oh, you
app,
said the Jimmy John's app?
Jimmy John's app.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And it's an app that works just as quickly as their service. And I appreciate that as a loyal customer of theirs.
Yep.
And yeah, they saved my info. It's real quick. It's just
Subway
as easy
app's
to-
real nice.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy John's app. Nothing more to say. Easy way to get my Jimmy John's.
Mhm.
No, top 3 app. Very like it a lot.
Okay.
Very like it a lot.
So to round out to recap mine, Spotify, 2048, and Jimmy John's.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
So for my top 3, one of them has already been taken, and that is Twitter. So we don't need to dive too deep into that, but Twitter is the king of apps, and I don't really see much else topping it. It's far better than, let's say, like an Instagram. It's less pretentious in that sense. Yeah, and nothing we didn't already say before. So I can actually just move on to the next one, and that's DraftKings. No, this is not a sponsor, but DraftKings is a
Maybe.
phenomenal app because there's nothing better. Can't really figure out what to do. You're a little bored. Get you and your buddies or playing a random tournament, throw in $5, and suddenly every NBA game that day seems a lot more meaningful. It's a great way to kill some time and add some meaning to a lot of events that you would probably not really care about otherwise.
DraftKings was going to be on my top 3, but I haven't used it in a while. So
Yeah, and we were just talking about this before, but it uninstalled itself on my phone, so now it's just in the cloud on my home screen, and that was a sad realization. And my goodness, I cannot wait for whatever the first sport is to come back,
yeah,
because we'll be playing some DK, having a little fun again, because this right now stinks. I don't
I
wanna
can't
be
wait
sitting
for
there
my
playing
annual use of DK for the Super Bowl.
You're not allowed.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I love DK. It would have been in my top 3, but if you guys remember, I had some weird shit go on with it where they wouldn't let me sign into my account, or I had too
yeah.
many.
You had to make it a new account, right?
Well, yeah. Then they got pissed at me for making a new one. So that's the only reason it's not in my top 3.
Fair. A personal slight.
Yeah.
And I think as time goes on, and once everything gets back to normal, I think we're going to be getting a lot more integration with DraftKings into sports, because a lot of sports are already starting to accept gambling and kind of
XFL.
integrate a little bit more. Yeah, like the XFL. And I think that's going to take off in other sports. And I know DraftKings has official partnerships now with the NBA. They actually have it with an official partnership with the NFL now, which is, I feel like that's a pretty big milestone, because the NFL is obviously super conservative and everything, and they're not usually so willing to go out on a limb with stuff like gambling.
Yeah.
And they're also with and what was the other one? PGA. Yeah, they're also partnered with them too. So I think it's going to be integrated a lot more, and we're going to see it more in the future. So fantastic app. And my last one, probably not too relatable, but the Crunchyroll app, because
Okay.
it's the best collection of different anime that you can really find out there. It's better than just having just the Funimation app, because there's a little bit more exclusivity on there and more English dubs, but just the raw amount of shows on Crunchyroll makes it fantastic. The app is really easy to use. You have a nice queue. You can save all your shows that you're watching currently, and it's just a fantastic app. It's essentially just the Netflix of anime.
Do they have Yu-Gi-Oh on there?
I will check right now. I'm actually on it. I don't know because I know Yu-Gi-Oh's on Hulu.
I think it's on Netflix too now.
They have Yu-Gi-Oh on here, and
hell yeah!
All of them, because everybody wants to watch Yu-Gi-Oh, Arc V, 5Ds, GX, Zexal.
Do they have King of the Hill on there?
No, unfortunately,
Fuck.
They don't have top tier animes like King of the Hill and Cory.
Recess.
Or they have like Robot Chicken. Is that on there?
So, we can look forward to that in the future. Hopefully, I'll try to get a hold of the good people over at Crunchyroll, see if they can put the good stuff on there.
Get King of the Hill on there, and I'll get it.
And then I did have one honorable mention. I just wanted to say quickly. Any potential app sponsor is a top tier app. Just throwing that one out there for all the prospecting app sponsors that want to hook up with the show. So my top three: Twitter, DraftKings, and Crunchyroll. Let's get to the worst.
Before we move on to the worst, I completely forgot about this app. It does have its problems, but I did want to mention it in my honorable mention. Is the GroupMe app?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. All right then. Okay. I'll go ahead and start out the bottom three. My least favorite app, maybe of all time, is Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so happy you had it. It just missed mine. It deserves it.
I don't know what it is, because I'm a 21st century boy. I like social media. But something about Facebook brings out the absolute worst in everybody.
Yeah.
I agree.
You're completely right.
Because it's like you get some dumbasses who want to comment something and they get one like and they're like, oh yeah, it was justified. What I said was correct. And then they just continue to do it. Although like Facebook does have some good groups. I'm in a couple like shit posting groups. Like I know Zach and Kyle, you guys know about it. Oh, and Becker, you guys all know about it. The Uncle Adams.
Oh hell yeah!
Posting group.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic
Original
group.
posting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's original posting now. Yeah. But there are some good things about Facebook, but all in all, I don't like it. I brought it up in the Twitter thing too. I don't like that. Like I have to be friends with somebody. I know now you can like unfollow people, but I literally don't go on Facebook anymore. I still have it on my phone just because like to keep in contact with my grandparents. They they'll talk to me through Facebook Messenger and stuff like that.
Facebook Messenger is great.
Yeah, I do actually like the Messenger app. That's nice.
So yeah, everything you said, completely right. But the funny thing is, you've just scratched the surface on what's so shitty about Facebook. The design itself, the whole replying to comments, what the hell is going on here? There's no organization. The multiple different things of likes, fine. If you want like different reactions, it's fine. The share button's fucking stupid because all people do now, there's no posts. It lacks any actual. It's just sharing shitty videos, and it's the same shitty videos. Hey guys, you want to see a recipe? Hey guys, want to see a recipe? Hey guys, want to see a recipe? I don't want to fucking see a recipe. Stop sharing it. And oh my god, again, we haven't even gotten into it. Why is it trying to do everything? Why is there a marketplace? Why is it so? Why are you? Fuck me. They do nothing good. They can't just focus on doing something good like Twitter does. They have to try everything and do it all very terribly.
I do like the marketplace portion of it though. I think it's very convenient. It's a lot nicer than Craigslist in my opinion. I've bought stuff off of it before and it's super convenient. I can like see the person like who's selling it. Like, okay, I'm completely based on looks like, okay, they seem like trustworthy people. I can buy something from them. They're not going to scam me. So I think the marketplace app, you talk shit about it, but actually super nice.
I've never used it, but don't want
to. The other thing, like, I didn't even think about it, but Zach, when you were talking about like people sharing stuff all the time, like, don't get me wrong. if you've listened to our podcast before, you understand we can get into politics, but the ridiculous political memes that are constantly shared on my fucking feed are so goddamn stupid, and they are shared by like the bottom feeder, like the lowest IQ people that I fucking know, dude. It is
the people who are actually posting like politics on Facebook. And look, you can be as passionate about politics as you want. I am, but my goodness, you're not going to see me posting the like lowest common denominator, like, oh, got him kind of memes on there.
Yeah.
That's like, it's just insert straw man argument here. You laughing yet? Everybody laughing, having a funny time. It's just, oh my God.
It's disgusting.
People who are posting on Facebook, what are you doing?
Just stop.
You know what? I'll say it.
Go ahead.
Kill yourself.
Oh,
No. Redacted.
No, but for real, that stuff makes me so incredibly angry.
Clearly.
Yes, very, very angry.
So let's revisit this. Reevaluate your life situation, and just think before you post. How about that? Don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
Stay very alive.
Just think about it.
My thoughts don't represent the thoughts of the entire Farmcast. They're just my thoughts. Come at
Like
me
every
personally,
Twitter bio.
boys.
My thoughts are my own.
Yeah, Facebook sucks. My second app I had, Becker, I know you actually really like this app, and I don't mind it, but DHgate.
Okay.
Huh?
DHgate is where Becker gets all of his jerseys from China.
Yep.
It's a good app. You can get a lot of things for cheap, but I don't like it because of the way it makes me feel.
Go on.
Every time I want to buy something, I feel like I'm just going to get ripped off. Like I could buy like a legit, I know it's not like legit authentic jersey or anything, but like it's stitched. It looks like an authentic jersey, and I could buy it for $12.
Yep.
They're just going to take my $12. I don't trust it.
But I mean, if you look at it, it's $12. If you do get scammed, you just pay another $12 and you still get 24.
And
Like
you
a
get scammed
jersey
again.
Well,
yeah.
I've never got scammed from that site, so I've ordered multiple jerseys from that place, and I always try to find like reputable sellers. Like, yes, some of those responses or like reviews are probably like bots or whatever, but
Most assuredly.
I don't know. I never had an issue with them. Yeah, it seems kind of like sketchy, but if you just like look past that and actually use it, it's actually pretty reliable. And I have gotten refunds from it too, so it's like they don't just scam you completely.
I haven't been on the app in a while. I feel like I downloaded it like a year ago.
Yep.
And like the UI, like the interface, just it like seemed like a very very shitty website used to scam people looking for a good deal.
Yeah, it's like honestly, I only use it for jerseys, so I don't really look for anything else on that app. So that could hint like determine my experience overall.
Is it just
but
like a worse Wish?
it's a better Wish.
Well, yeah,
For
I guess
jerseys.
worse or better.
It's better than Wish, but I don't know. I don't mind the app. It's pretty useful in my situation, just ordering jerseys and whatnot. So I never really had any issues. So, but yeah,
I
the
don't know.
layout,
It makes me
the
feel
layout's
super
like
insecure
yeah, the
whenever
layout's-
I'm on it gonna buy
layout
something.
can be intimidating for the first time. Just look past that and just look for the stuff you want to look at. Don't look at anything else on that site, and you should be fine.
What else do you have?
My next app,
Yeah.
Sirius XM radio app.
Okay, never used
Okay.
it, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if any of you guys have it, but so whenever
Describe it to us pores.
yeah, so pretty similar to well, actually it's not similar to any apps that I have, but so like I have a Sirius subscription where it allows me to have it hooked up in my truck, and then I can listen to the app on my phone.
yep.
So whenever I try to go onto it on my phone and listen, it just continues to load and load an episode and I have to close out of the app like 5 times until it actually loads the fucking episode or live radio and I can listen to it.
Okay.
I'm paying $15 a month to have the capabilities of listen. It works perfectly fine in my truck. But as soon as I want to listen to it like remotely, like if I'm at work or something like that, or if I'm at home and want to listen to it on my phone, also like I have like Google Home devices. It works perfectly fine on the Google Home devices. But for some reason, the app on my phone is like, it just lags every single time. And it'll sit there. You click on the episode you want to listen to. It'll load. It'll sit there and load and load and load and load and load. And then it'll say cannot connect.
See,
Okay.
I'm glad you said that because I've been tempted in the past to get SiriusXM, but especially if it doesn't work all the time and especially like intended, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like it ends up working, but it's just super frustrating that you have to go through like this 5-minute process to get to start to listening to an episode that you want to listen to.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it works on everything else besides your phone. It's not like you're
yeah,
just
like
donating money to it like you are with Tidal.
because with that subscription, you can listen to it on your computer and whatever. We got into Tidal already. Fuck Tidal. That app sucks. But that actually should have been on my bottom 3 instead of Sirius. Wow, I cannot speak. Sirius, because I fucking hate Tidal more than I hate Sirius. But just the fact that, like I said, like, yeah, it's like a 5-minute process to get into what you actually want to listen to. It's just super frustrating because you're literally paying extra for that service, you know?
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so my bottom 3 were Facebook, DHgate, and SiriusXM, and also Tidal.
They're all bad.
Yeah.
Becker.
So, my bottom 3, I'm going to start off with the 2K app.
Damn it.
There's one good purpose for that app, and that is for a face scan, and that is it.
And
Everything
that
else-
doesn't even work.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was better this year than previous
Well,
years.
I mean, Kyle, it doesn't work for you because you tried to scan a bobblehead's face.
And in my defense, I got it eventually.
So that is the only purpose for that app. They should just rebrand it and just make it like the 2K face scan app because that's all you're going to use it for. Everything else about that app stinks. Logging in stinks because
Oh,
you can
God.
log into like 3 different accounts and they never like save your account information. You have to log into it every single time you want to use it. Even if you like close the app and open it back immediately, most apps will keep that in memory and just you can continue on with your business. But nope, not the 2K app. You have to re-sign in, and even that won't work half the time. And the layout of it is so shitty. You can't like find anything. They try to force everything down your throat. Like, hey, do this in 2K. No. And there's a new app for it every year. Like, I have my 2K app 20, and then next year will be like my 2K app 21.
And it's the exact same app.
Yeah, it's the same shit, and it's just so stupid. There's no point to it. Just call it the face scan app, and that's it. Nothing
I'm
else.
100% with Becker. I had
You
this one
don't-
originally on my list too, and he hit every point on the head. That app is the worst. What a miserable experience, and it makes so much sense that it's made by the good people over at 2K, who always put quality into their products. Yeah, that app is just a miserable experience to try to navigate. It has this terrible, like, loud ass music that loads up every time that you start it, and it sounds so bad. It's just terrible.
Yeah, the one thing, you can't earn free VC on there, so maybe not all bad.
Is it worth it though?
No.
Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it.
Have you ever played that like card game that they have on there?
Yeah, they just show like animations of cards moving around, shooting some buckets,
Yeah.
and you just
Yeah.
get free VC for nothing.
It's
It is
so
the laziest
stupid.
shit you'll ever see.
I mean, yeah, if you want to get free VC, and I'm all about getting my free VC, but going on that app to get free VC is just not worth it to me.
No, it sucks. It really
Preach.
does. I was gonna try to defend it a little bit because of the
You
whole
can't.
free VC thing,
You
but I
can't.
think you can earn like 400 VC a day, and it's just not worth it.
Whoopty shit.
You know what
Yeah.
I would like to
10
do?
cents.
I would like to play the game to earn VC. I don't want to play on this stupid phone to get VC. What's the
Well,
point?
Becker, it might be better for you because you got to have decent stat lines there and a decent amount of.
Well,
VC.
you know,
No, not when I have a team that carries me into a dub. So
we could get into 2K pitching at another time, but yeah, the app itself, terrible.
Yeah.
So, bottom number 2 is going to be fried mushrooms. I hate them. I don't like
God
mushrooms.
damn it.
Deep fried mushrooms, not a fan. I just
You know
think
what?
I'm all here for this.
He's right.
Nick. Mushrooms
He's right.
suck.
yeah, the texture of like mushrooms itself is like I'm not a fan, and
It
just making
tastes
it
like
deep
dirt.
fried. Yeah, and deep frying them does not make it any better, contrary to popular belief. So, deep fried mushrooms is going to be a bottom tier app, and
That's a very correct opinion. Very
Yep.
correct.
and number 3 is going to be the Nintendo Switch Online app.
Oh,
I
I
had-
just downloaded that this morning.
What
well,
is the
might as well
is
delete
that
it because
for
it
your
does
phone?
absolutely nothing. It does nothing. Like it had like two apps or like 2 games you could actually do something. From launch, you could do something with Splatoon to like talk to people,
Well-
and they didn't add anything until Animal Crossing, like 3 years or 2 years after the Switch launched.
I
And
was
even
gonna
with
say, I just
but even-
downloaded it for Animal Crossing.
yeah, and you think they'd have like I don't know Mario Kart on there or like Pokemon? No, Pokemon decided to make their own app for whatever they wanted to do, not even integrate with like the Nintendo Switch Online app, and that just does nothing. Can't even shop on it. Like you think that'd be one thing you could do, like look at titles that you want to buy and just links to your account. Nope, it just useless. It's the biggest waste of space that I still have for whatever reason, just to be like, hey, maybe one day they'll do something with this app. Nope, I'm just disappointed every day with this app.
Okay, shit. Okay. I can't
Yeah.
wait to use it now.
Well, you continue waiting because you're just not going to use it for anything.
That's scathing.
I don't know what.
Is that
Yeah.
the app that they were supposed to add like a party chat into?
Yeah,
I think it technically has it, but
yeah.
I
For
don't think it's
Splatoon,
good.
and that's it.
oh god.
Wait, it's
And
not
maybe-
even like a general
No.
thing. It's game to game.
Yeah,
I'm-
it's game specific.
Oh no.
Good lord.
I'm looking at it right now. And
stop.
yeah, there are three games that you can use like voice channels for.
Yeah,
And it's Splatoon, Smash, and Animal Crossing.
Oh my god.
Fuck. That's so bad.
yeah.
What's
so,
the point of that? Whatever.
Nothing. Like I don't know why
Nothing.
Nintendo
Yeah.
is like is so behind in like online and like the party system or whatever. I just
they're
don't
very
get it.
behind.
They just what don't they get? Just literally just replicate what like Sony and like PlayStation's doing, and just throw it on the Switch. Obviously, put your own twist to it, but
Like, I mean,
just
would it
have-
be possible to get like Discord onto a Switch that you could just have run in the background?
that would be awesome. That would be
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Bad app.
But yeah,
Yeah,
bad app. So
not
to round
good.
out or to recap my bottom list: the 2K app, deep fried mushrooms, and Nintendo Switch Online app.
Okay. Not a bad bottom list. So I have one definitive worst app that I'm gonna save for the last one. So I'm gonna kick it off with what's not technically a bad app, but I've had some shitty experiences. It's GroupMe. We've had a big GroupMe chat for years now, for so fucking long. I like, having that with my friends and stuff. But man, when that app has its problems, and in the last month it's unusable. It's literally unusable. It's crashing. You can't see messages. You're getting notifications delayed. You're sending 2 messages. Kyle sends like 5 when he has a problem with it.
Oh yeah, I've had some major issues.
Yeah. So like, while it is good in some aspects, it is completely trash when one thing goes wrong. It seems like everything goes wrong with the GroupMe app. Along with that, the searching for when you use the GIF search, it's also trash.
Nah, that's good.
it
You
is
get
also
some content out of there.
Yeah, but it's hard to get if you're looking for a specific
You
GIF,
have to,
you just gotta
you
get
have to
lucky.
Yeah, exactly. The searching on there is complete trash, and they've got some really dark GIFs on there that will appear right away for you. But yeah, overall, it technically isn't a bad app. We use it, and it's probably one of my most used apps. But when it's bad, it fucking stinks.
I haven't
Yeah.
had issues with it recently though. Like I remember the stretch, I remember the stretch we had where it was just super shitty. But not like the past like 2 weeks, at least for me. I haven't had any issues with group me.
For me, it works perfect for a couple months, and then there's just a stretch where I cannot send any sort of media.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
then I hit retry, says it didn't send, and then it sends 2 of them.
Yep. And then you
Yeah.
feel like a dick.
Yeah, because then we just get absolutely fucking roasted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
so,
I know.
Yeah.
When it's bad, it's bad, but when it's good, it's a good app.
You're right. But moving on, this one I'm just going to touch briefly, mainly because it's an app I had back on my old iPod Touch, back in the day. It was called a Countdown app.
What?
A Countdown app.
Pretty self-explanatory, Kyle.
Yeah.
I literally just couldn't hear him.
It had one feature and one feature only, and that was to count down to whatever day you wanted. And
Useful.
And for me, that was freshman year. I remember after seeing the Hunger Games, immediately I started download the Countdown app to count down to Catching Fire. And that thing was running for like 2 years, and I just forgot to ever check it. And it showed you like the years, days, minutes, hours, whatever, all that shit. It was just useless, and I can't believe I downloaded that and just forgot about it on my iPod Touch.
When Zach discovered the calendar app, it was a real game changer. He was
You're
like,
right.
"This is great."
I don't need the Countdown app anymore.
Wait a minute.
I can do multiple countdowns.
I don't want to play with you anymore. See a Countdown app. I got the calendar.
Oh,
Oh man! And then when I found out about physical calendars, oh boy. But this brings us to the worst app, and it's pretty easy. This one was a layup for me. So the worst app is ESPN, but more specifically ESPN Fantasy Sports.
yeah.
This thing sucks. Fuck you, ESPN, for this app. It hasn't been updated, so I'm going to focus on the fantasy app. It hasn't been updated in God knows how long, even though there are tons of problems with it, and people say, hey, this is a problem, please fix it. ESPN says, no, we don't want to. We want to pay Matthew Berry money. And
Amen.
so,
Can't blame him.
yeah, no problem. But so it hasn't been updated, still looks like shit. You can't put like any kind of special character in your title of your team, or it'll fuck it up and put it weird. It'll just like completely crash your name and add shit for you. The app crashes. Along with that, its one purpose is to be looked at when week 1 of the NFL season. Well, every year it crashes and is unusable. You can't use it week 1. It doesn't work. So I can't believe this 2012 looking app has not changed with how much it should, because everyone uses this for not anymore, I guess, but it is a prime one to be used with fantasy. But also the ESPN app of itself, I like getting the notifications on scores, get like Bucks, Brewers, Packers updates. I think that's pretty cool. But then you'll get like these terrible fucking articles, and this is an ESPN problem, but Giannis leaving? Giannis live stream with girlfriend mentions LA. Is he leaving? Fuck out of here. Stop sending me this trash notifications. And even if you click the story, the app just takes you to the homepage. It doesn't take you to the thing. And then you need ESPN Plus, which is another thing. But fuck it. I hate it.
Fair.
Yep.
Yeah, so
No,
that's
I'm with you. There's nothing like ruining the disappointment of the first week of the NFL season, getting all hyped to play for some fantasy football, and then I can't check the scores until, I don't know, 5.
Yeah, good luck, Cat. You'll have no idea.
You want to know what app really sucks? Because the ESPN Fantasy app does suck, but it's still better than the Yahoo Fantasy app.
See, I don't mind the Yahoo app.
I hate the layout of it.
I thought that one
can't
kind of
stand
stinks too.
it. Yeah, I cannot stand it. Anyways.
But yeah, so my bottom 3: GroupMe, Countdown app, and ESPN.
Countdown app.
Okay. So my bottom three. Number one. But these are in actually no particular order, but the first one is the TuneIn app. Now, the TuneIn app, not necessarily a terrible app, but I know damn well I never paid for this app. Because you.
Oh yeah.
But
and
you
all of
are.
a sudden, I get a notification that I've apparently not only upped, but re-upped on a 1-year subscription. And they said, thank you for the $130. And I said, you what now? You want how much? For what? And
Holy
it
shit.
wouldn't even let me get my money back. I did it the same day that I tried to get a refund the exact same day that I apparently re-upped on the subscription. And they wouldn't do it. Are
Holy
you
shit.
fucking kidding me?
Yep.
Wait. So what is this app again? I know you've talked about
It's
it.
like live radio.
Live radio.
Okay.
And so I
It
did
actually
it.
is kind of a nice app.
Oh, didn't you do it for the debates or something?
I used it for the debates, but that's only out of convenience because it's like, hey, I'm already paying for this shit. Might as well get something. So, and I listened. So basically, I've used it like 3 times in the past year. So I have essentially paid like $40 at a pop to listen to Bernie Sanders yell at Joe Biden. Yeah, good God. I originally downloaded it because I was trying to listen to probably some baseball game or something like a while ago. I certainly never paid for it, but the good people at TuneIn thought otherwise and decided, thank you for the money. I don't know how we got your credit card, but thank you.
Welcome to the tune-in team, Pate.
Yeah, you are now a member of
Yeah.
TuneIn Society.
Yeah.
So can't wait till that subscription finally is off the books and I never have to look at this app again. Miserable. All right. Number 2, the Starbucks app. Now,
Ooh.
Starbucks app can be very convenient in this sense. You can place your order before you go there, so you don't have to like wait in line. You don't have to talk to anybody. You just pay and you pick up your goods. Now, here is the big bugaboo for me with the Starbucks app. If you're paying, you can't just like if you're placing an online order, it doesn't let you just use your debit or your credit card and just pay exactly. No. You have to reload a certain amount into your Starbucks card that's on the app, and you can only do it in like increments of like 10, 15,
Oh.
20. So I always just have a little bit of money on there. Like I have $2 right now on my Starbucks card in here. What the hell am I gonna do with that?
Dude,
$2?
Yeah.
that's fucking shitty.
That is
just sitting
shitty.
there, and then now I gotta make a business decision. Do I just burn that $2, or do I put in 5 or 10 more? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's got to be a way you can finesse it where you get down like close to 0.
I don't know. If there is, I haven't seen a way because it's not like this app is very intuitive.
Well, no, you might have to order like a grande or something, a massive one once you put in $5.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's very bullshit.
Oh, man. Yeah, I just want to get what I want and pay exactly how much I want to pay. It's like nothing, but how much I should be paying for it, and let that be that. I don't want to have like
Yeah.
just a couple bucks sitting around in that account, and that just drives me insane. So
Yeah. That's
a minor
fucking.
complaint, but it really, really grinds my
So
gears.
it's basically like you're buying a fucking gift card because you got to.
Yeah.
That's
You're buying
so
multiple gift cards.
Stupid.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
fucked,
it's so
no.
annoying.
One thing I also hate about the app is if you're anywhere near a Starbucks, it'll be like, "Hey, we see you're like nearby. Check it out, what we've got or whatever." Which isn't great if you live close to a Starbucks like I do. I had that app for like 12 hours and I had to delete it because I was just getting constant notifications of, "Hey, we see you're nearby." I'm in my apartment Starbucks. Get the fuck out of here.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that drives me nuts. Another app that doesn't leave me alone. This isn't a bottom 3 anymore, but it just kind of reminds me. I get like 15 emails a day from TurboTax about, hey, qualify for this. I filed my taxes over a month ago. Leave me
Get out of
alone.
here.
Log off, TurboTax.
Yeah.
All right. Originally, I also had the NBA 2K app, but Becker systematically and point by point destroyed the NBA 2K app. So I have
Yep.
nothing to say. And so I'll go with another one, Tinder, because I don't think my Tinder works because I'm not getting any matches. So there must be
It's a glitch in the system.
yeah, there's like some kind of weird glitch. Yeah, I don't understand it. I think they need to fix it on their end because it's clearly not my fault.
No, I've experienced that too now that you bring it up.
Yeah.
That might be my bottom 3.
Yeah.
Why does it work?
Because who
Good
wouldn't
luck
want
with the
to?
boys here.
I mean, clearly all the ladies are swiping right on me, so
Yeah.
I don't really. I think just
Yeah,
a glitch.
yeah.
And if they work that out, it'd be a nice app.
The
Eventually.
fact that Tinder has the audacity to say, "Ooh, check to see who likes you," and then you go click on it and it says, "Pay for Tinder Gold to see who likes you." Fuck
Imagine.
off, dude.
Oh man.
Fuck off.
Imagine. Couldn't be me.
No.
Yeah. Well, I don't get that notification. No one likes me on there, so
True.
I think
that must be a you thing.
one of the big draws, like one of Tinder Gold's like advertising techniques is like, oh, you can move your location to anywhere you want. Why would I want to drop a pin and start trying to match with people in Florida when I live in North Dakota? What is the point of that?
I mean, you don't even have to pay to do that. You can just like get a GPS spoofer on your phone and just do it that way.
Oh
for
yeah,
free.
I'd be doing. Yep, I know how to do that.
Yeah,
So,
that's a normal thing.
That's
to
a
do.
whole lot of work to
Yeah,
match with some Miami women.
Right.
and they're also like something that drives me insane. Like you'll see like, especially in like, I don't know, a smaller area, you'll swipe left on somebody and then like you'll
They'll
see
pop
them again
right
down
back
the road.
up
It's
a
like,
week.
Yeah.
no,
Have you
I didn't want-
changed
I
your
didn't want to
mind?
swipe right then.
It's like,
I don't now.
are you sure about this one? We'll just give you it. We'll just give you
Maybe,
this one
maybe
again.
they've been noticing you haven't had a whole lot of matches lately, and they're thinking, well,
Hey,
might
this
have
one
liked
match
you.
with you.
they might have liked you.
It's like, you sure? It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, but so if
Tinder's a good way to kill some time, though.
and the people at Tinder are obviously listening to this podcast, so if they just fixed
Yeah.
that one issue, maybe
Yeah.
sponsor the pod,
Yeah.
we'll be all for it. Be big Tinder
Yeah.
guys.
Make me less lonely.
Yeah, great. So I had tune in, Starbucks, and Tinder.
Awesome. Well, yeah, that is good. I think we nailed it. There weren't any that really. I don't think there's anyone wrong on here.
Nope.
Except the yeah. That one's a little rough, but it was a good list. I hope the people enjoyed listening. Thank you for listening. Let us know what your top 3, bottom 3 apps are on Twitter and Instagram at the Farmcast Pod. Go follow us over there. Also, hit that subscribe button, download the podcast, leave a 5-star review on all platforms that you're listening to, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, or YouTube. You can check us out on any of those, see our previous episodes. And yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll see you later. Bye.